When Harry first meets Sirius Black, he sees a madman in front of him, messy hair, crazy laughter, and eyes full of hatred. But of course we know that he wasn't always like that. He was one of the bravest wizards of his generation. So what happened? The answer is Azkaban. Sirius Black, he came from one of the oldest pure-blood wizarding families. The Black families supported dark wizards and the ideology of pure blood. But Sirius was different. At Hogwarts he was sorted into Gryffindor, not into Slytherin, like most of his family. He stood against his own family while studying at Hogwarts. And there he met his best friends, James Potter, Remus Lupin, and Peter Pettigrew, and even learned forbidden dark magic for Lupin. They became animagi to help him during his transformation into a werewolf. This shows how far Sirius was willing to go for his friends. Shows you loyalty and courage. Together they were known as the Hogwarts. They were very good friends, but later it was discovered that one of them was a William. Why did he end up in Azkaban? During Voldemort's race, it was necessary to protect James and Lily. The Potters used the Fiddlecross charm, which is a very effective and powerful charm. Sirius was supposed to be the secret keeper, but the plan changed. He suggested Peter Pettigrew. However, Peter was Voldemort's spy and betrayed the Potters. James and Lily were murdered by Voldemort. The whole wizarding world thought Sirius was responsible. And shortly after, an explosion killed 12 Muggles, and Sirius was accused and sent to Azkaban without trial. Even though he was innocent, he had to spend several years in Azkaban. An innocent person served his sentence in place of someone long thought dead. Sirius didn't suffer that much there, because there was one thing that kept him sane, which we will talk about soon, so stay away. What is Azkaban? Azkaban is a forest in the middle of the sea, cold, dark, and isolated. But the worst are not the walls, they are the Dementors, the main creatures, about whom there is nothing nice and nothing good. They are dark beings that suck out happiness and good memories, forcing the prisoner to reveal their worst memories. At one point we can see that Bellatrix Lestrange was there too. Most prisoners lost hope, reason and the will to live. Azkaban is a place where a person ceases to be human. It is one of the worst places in the wizarding world. The prisoners here experienced the worst moments of their lives and wished to die. Only the worst were imprisoned here. A good person had no business there. Sirius should not have been there at all. It was a place for villains, but he wasn't a villain. "12 years in Azkaban." Sirius spent 12 years there. 12 years surrounded by Dementors, the worst creatures. 12 years reliving the death of his friends, the worst memories he had in his mind and in his head. But one thing kept him sane. He knew he was innocent, and that he had not betrayed anyone, and that he was not guilty of the death of Lily and James. In addition, he was an animagus and cold turned into a dog. Dementors feel animal emotional, which was a pretty big advantage for him. It helped him survive. It is true that it was not very difficult for him to endure and survive there, because he was very brave and selfless. He was able to die for his friends. Why did he run away? One day Sirius saw a very strange photo in the newspaper. A bit creepy, and he knew very well what it was. There was a rat sitting on Ron Weasley's shoulder. Sirius realized the truth. It was Peter Pettigrew, the man who betrayed Potter and was close to Harry. Sirius realized that Harry was in danger, and that there was no time to wait for anything. When people saw Sirius after his escape, they saw a madman with hair and teeth, stare much longer. But the truth is much sadder. Sirius Black was not a madman. He was a man who survived 12 years in the worst prison in the wizarding world. Thank you for your time. I will be happy for your support, and I will be very happy to see you again sometime next time.